do it every day, we be grinding. And if you ask me, we the best, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio. This is how we do every day, we be grinding. And if you wanna come and test us, I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow. And you gon' hear us on the radio when I'm spitting all these rhymes.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the 10-yard fight. This is pre-snap versus post-snap today. This is volume 10, part 10. I'm Coach KK, coming from the gun double stack. Post-snap and pre-snap is two different things. You know, pre-snap is you're supposed to get like an inkling idea of what you're gonna do based on what you see. And then post-snap is like in motion. It's like potential energy. I don't know if you guys went to school, but it's like potential energy and kinetic energy. Yeah, man. Two different things, you know. Pre-snap is stored. Post-snap is in motion. I'm going with the science, but yeah, that's all I know about science right there. Kinetic and potential energy. But yeah, man. Here we go right here. This guy has San Francisco. No go. My ball. Alright. So with pre-snap, you're supposed to collect information, of course. No one is moving. Post-snap is totally different. You're supposed to do with some of the information that you've gathered. Right? And you go right there. It's 2-on-2 on the outside. You had a man for man. Hat for hat on the outsides. And then post-snap, they just instantly just drifted back. All these guys think cover 3 is the answer because on the play arc, it's colored it's multicolored all over the arc. But the defender can only be in one spot at a time. So you might see a whole line of covering 30 yards, but he's only in one spot at a time, right? Look at this anticipated throw. Nice throw. Just knowing that it's going to be cover 1 or cover 3 out there. Timing is everything. Just knowing what's going on. Cool, calm, and collective in the pocket. No need to roll out for broken plays. And we just make it look easy, man. You know, it wasn't cover 3. We read cover 3, but it ended up being man coverage. Those two are very similar, as cover 2 and cover 4 are similar. They have, similarities to it. So you saw pre-snap. This is post-snap right here. We almost have a hat for hat, but we had to go the other way. And you saw his man drifting back. That's the penalty that he had to pay for drifting back like that. His cornerback drift back on the right side. And he just can't do it. It's just not tolerated because over here on the 10-yard fight, we make our opponent account for every blade of grass on the field. All green is covered, or accounted for, right? Look at this right here, 5-on-5 in the box. So if it's 5-on-5, his 2 safeties and his 4 corners have nothing to do with this play. We go with the pin and pull technique. My left guard came over and got somebody, and this 5-on-5. You can see we're already headed to the second level of the defense, if not the third. So yeah, safety made a play on the ball. We got to the third level. So yeah, this time he brung somebody to the party. So it's his 6 versus our 6, right? As you can see, we're calling a curl flat combo out here this time. We want to space out the flats and see what's going on. I missed circle on a whip route, thinking it was zone coverage. So that kind of made me stall and throw the ball late. So yeah, he did good mixing up man coverage and cover 3, but that's not gonna last forever. You're gonna have to keep mixing it and throw other wrinkles. That's like very key right here. Pre-snap once again. I was 2-on-2 once again, hat for hat inside the box, and we're looking to run the ball. So the influence from the passing game on the last drive did this to him. It made him play on his user. It's made him user his safety, and he was out of the equation. So one of our rules is we go where the user is not at, right? Look at 2-on-1 on the right side. See it? Our 2 versus his 1. But on the hat count in the box, we still had the numbers advantage. You know, all of his linemen, you know, like just because he have linemen out there, that don't mean he's like locked and loaded. You know, some of these guys are taken out of the equation once we do these RPO concepts. These RPO concepts and inside zones, sometimes the defensive end have no influence or no effect on the play, right? So, and then it goes to another layer or another thought pattern. What is he going to do with his second level defenders? Right here, 2-on-1, well, 2-on-2 on the outside, and we got him. This guy was focused on the read option, and then we faked the ball, and he thought we was handing it off, and then it just left 2-on-2 on the outside. And we know our 2-on-2s on the outside get reduced to 1-on-1. Got to make that man miss. Here we go. Got him again. He's in the box, and we call it RPO trap alert. This trap, he didn't see this left guard coming, and he tried to back out of the hole, and we were able to take a nice little angle right past him. Boy, they don't teach this. Boy, they don't teach this in the control settings or anything. Them pulling linemen are something else. Those pulling linemen are something else. They're game changers to the whole scheme. You know, the whole play calling system. It's a system. Gotta build a system for yourself, right? All right, we picked this ball off. This guy is out of there. Adios, amigos. It's halftime, guys. That was a good one. Covered some more ground. Hope you guys gained something. Y'all hit that like button for me. That would be gladly appreciated. That shows me that Coach KK is not just making sense to himself. He's making sense to you guys as well. And you guys can relate. Next game, Dallas Cowboys. So I try to have the best defenses out here as possible, much as possible. But I don't want to run against the same team every single time, right? Look at this. Post snap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders are behind me on this simple screen dump off. See what I'm saying? That's the stuff you gotta look for. You gotta keep these chains moving. Halfback slip screen is one of our interchangeables. That means we come out in halfback slip screen. It's not in the audibles. Sometimes it can appear in the audibles depending on situation of the game, right? We hit them with that 1-2 punch running concept once again. Like I said before, those running concepts goes together like yin and yang. You know, you can't just have one running play. A lot of people don't know that. Having 2 running concepts is key. Look at this clever move. This is what elite Madden players do right here, guys. It's the small stuff you got to do right. So as you can see, it was 2-on-2 on the outside, on the left side. I sent one guy on a streak and held one back on the smoke screen. All in space. It's a completion, and he get half of the down and distance. So we're on schedule. You know, when it comes to down and distance, we're on schedule. And that's another concept we got to start putting emphasis on: down and distance and time and score. Yeah, just I'm gonna create a little something for those 2 concepts, those 2 philosophies, I should say. Yeah, man, here we go. You see, he's mugging the A gap. He got to stop something, but when you're trying to do that, you're gonna have to give up something. So he's in the box, real good. It's pressing. We're looking good on the back end back there. That looked like a potential streak, but we decided to call a slant, and it didn't work out. So okay, we'll give you credit. 3rd and 19. So I did no huddle. I don't know if you guys saw what I saw, but I saw some man alignment issues. My elite user people know what I'm talking about. You can see his 2 guys are crisscrossing back there. That means he went to his coaching settings and he tried to adjust the speed or the height or the overall. And then when he tried to man align, they was trying to get to their assigned defenders before the snap occurred. But I saw that, and that's why I instantly no huddle. And if he'd have called timeout, he'd have had that thing straight. But that's what he should have done. So yeah, that was a freebie for me. A freebie, just being aware. To be aware is to be alive, right? So this thing should be second nature to you guys, and you got to pick up on stuff like that. That's small nuances to the game. All right, here we go. He turned the ball over once again. Next drive. This is our next rodeo right here. We want to get a little something before halftime. Gun double stack. Volume 10, part 10. As you can see, his two defensive ends are setting the edge. He's real key on that part. But out here on the boundary, he's vulnerable. It was our 2 versus his 1 pre-snap. But post-snap, we sent an additional 2 players to the outside. Jailbreak screen. See, he don't see those 2 additional players coming. This is what I mean by, look at all them players coming, them green jerseys coming to these 2 guys. See what I'm saying? See, we're disguising our offense pre-snap. And that's key right there. Jailbreak screen is a prime example. Usually the plays with pin and pull and trap alerts and stuff like that, for the guards and tackles like counter Y, when they start coming over on other sides of the football, we're disguising on offense. So basically post snap will be totally different from pre snap. Yeah, man. Here we go, fighting. It's a dog fight on the goal line. Halfback slip screen, 3-yard line. We get to the 1. This is a 10-yard fight. What do you think the matchup is right now? Look all the way over across the field. There's a mismatch somewhere, right? Now, I was going to call timeout. I called no huddle, but I was going to call timeout had I not got this. Believe it or not, I was going to kick my field goal, but I said, you know what? Sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. Once again, we disguised our offense. We sent a heavy load to the left side. Post snap. Drew the defender in. Got all the blocks. Untouched. Gotta love it. Yeah, like I say, guys, hit that like button for me, man. That will be appreciated upon entering. That's like us shaking hands. That's like me saying, okay, my boy in the game, he gets it. He's here. We can make another video after this too. Oh yeah, I may have 1 or 2 more videos to the gun double stack. Definitely 1. We'll see how that goes. Then we're gonna go to something else. I give you guys a little sneak hint. We are not in the spread playbook, and we are under center. That's gonna be the next scheme. We're not in the spread playbook, and we are under center. Time to start, yeah, switching it up a little bit. Everything ain't for everyone, so yeah, guys, everything ain't for everyone. A lot of guys like to do a lot of air raiding and spread offense, but sometimes I like to jump on the center and slow things down, ground and pound style, right? So you guys are gonna be in love with that. Let's get to it. 14-3 third quarter. This guy is smothered. We're in control with the clock and with the ball. Like I say, understanding down and distance and time and score. Yes, sir. Here we go on the outside. Got him. This is just something else to keep the chains moving, right? It's like every single down, I'm looking to see how many linemen and how many linebackers, how many safeties, and how many corners are matched up on my 4 eligible receivers out there. That's the main thing I do pre-snap, and that tells me, that gives me a start, because it's like every down is a new project, right? You got to figure something out mentally. See, he had 3 guys on my left to my 2. One of them blitzed and kind of flushed me to the side, and I had to throw a crazy ball out there to the left. It's all good. It's all good. Didn't throw a pick though. Oh yeah, they can't do that every down. If they try to do that every down, eventually they're gonna have a price to pay. Because then we're gonna start targeting for where the blitz is coming from, right? or we're just gonna be able to see it before it happened. So yeah, that's why he didn't try it again. All right, in the middle, stack out. Gotta understand those middle reads. Those middle reads count. You know, you can see that kind of stuff pre-snap. Like I like this. I like to sometimes identify who's the hook zone defender, who's the curl flat defenders, and then that will let me, you know, that'll let you go in the middle. You know, assuming that they're only backing up 5 yards. Look at this, guys. It gets no better than this. This is pre-snap. You got these two superstar elite defensive ends, Parsons and Lawrence. I think that's Lawrence on the other side. And these guys are totally eliminated from the equation. And we got to the third level of the defense running the ball. Totally eliminated. Because we're calling concepts and we're multi-dimensional. You know, we have inside zone and trap together. And they're playing their role. So yeah, your rules will tell you what to do with the ball, and you should read your keys and keep it moving. Alright guys, I'm Coach KK. I'll see you in the next one.
This is how we do it every day. We be grinding, and if you ask me, we the best. I'ma be like, yo, that's us with the crazy flow.